Alright guys, have you ever been in a place where you had this really cool idea for this random lifestyle video? So you've gotten a bunch of friends together and you've said, hey, let's go meet at this one location and shoot at this date. You kind of lose track of time and you realize this vague idea has never been developed into an actual real idea. You don't have a storyboard and you really have no idea what you're going to shoot. So you're about 10 minutes before people show up and you freak out. Well, don't worry. If you ever find yourself in a place where you're about to shoot something and you don't have a plan, follow these steps and you're gonna be just fine. This is just a lifestyle video, so it's not crazy complicated. It's interesting because there's usually a tendency to haphazardly overshoot footage for a lifestyle video, especially when a clear directive isn't initially set. So, number one, just come up with a basic narrative. So your basic narrative can be a photographer heads off to take a picture. Submit that in your head and base every other shot idea off of that basic narrative. Number two, break down your video into narrative blocks. Each block tells a different part of a story in consecutive order. For each block, you gotta pick a location, a prop, a light, and an action. So let's set up your first block. Location is this wall. The prop is the camera. The lighting is just soft ambient street lighting from the front. And the action is the photographer leaning against the wall, checking camera settings. Number three, you gotta shoot shot coverage within each block. Coverage basically means getting different angles and focal lengths of the same action happening. So say you're filming a conversation, you're gonna wanna get both over the shoulder shots, maybe a wide shot, a medium shot, and then a close-up shot. In our case, for the first block, we want coverage of the feet against the wall, his hands holding the camera, a close-up shot of the head looking down at the camera, maybe a wide establishing shot from the front. Okay, cool. Now move to your next block. Location is the same. Wall, prop is the same, camera, lighting is the same, those freaking street lights, but the action is different. Now he's pushing off the wall and walking. So again, get your coverage, get a couple of angles and focal lengths of him pushing off the wall and walking down the street. Now you're gonna move to your next block. The location is now the street corner. The prop is still the camera. The lighting is still just those street lights, but the action has changed to turning the camera on and zooming out the lens. So again, get some coverage of that, get some wide and close-up shots. You get the point. This is something called process shooting because the video is broken up into blocks, which are essentially different processes, whether it be checking the camera settings, walking to the shoot site, turning on the camera, or eventually actually taking the photo. In the case of this video, each block was arranged in consecutive order, seamlessly flowing into the next block. This, however, doesn't always have to be the case. Some additional pointers for impromptu shoots like this. Number one, try shooting handheld. You and the camera become one and it's easier to immediately implement every single shot idea that may pop in your head. No need to wait to bounce or Ronin. Number two, incorporate movement in all your shots because a dynamic shot is always an interesting shot. Quote from Matt Alonso. Number three, plan some easy transitions that might wow your client and that cleanly transports you between blocks. A really easy one is wiping in front of objects into another shot. Obviously in the video we used the camera snapping transition pack that you can get at luxuryleaks.com. Number four, and I can't emphasize this enough, get plenty of coverage. You'll be surprised how fast you go through footage, especially if you're cutting to a fast song. Again guys, these are just some random ideas to help you if you find yourself trying to film an impromptu shoot. Please, if you can, plan as much as you can ahead, create a storyboard, and that will always be the best option. Add your name and place of residence to my latest Instagram post, and I promise to give your Instagram page a little peek. Thanks for watching. And once again guys, keep it chill.